No worries. Just making sure you're there. Alrighty. So, Sadok is not joining us. So, let's get ourselves going. Let's see if I remember everybody's character names this week.
Well, that means I actually might be able to hit something this week.
Maybe.
Don't get your hopes
Don't
up.
jinx it. Don't jinx it.
There are.
I may get a chance to attempt to hit something.
Yes. Well, I'm going to try something new. He is going to be proceeding along silently with you guys. You can get his help. One person can get his help with one thing per round if you can describe what he does to help.
That involves knowing what all he does.
He's a cleric ranger multi-class. But just in general, if you want him to help with something, I'm leaving this pretty open intentionally.
Okay.
You said a word and then you faded out.
I said, okay.
Okay. Cool. So, I've dropped some tokens in for the party that you guys ran into yesterday. Just in case you're wondering what the band of misfits next to the other band of misfits was. But yeah. Who remembers what we did last week, guys?
Wander through a heap.
We were sent to the island to figure out what was going on. We discovered there was a cult here, but they probably left. We found a cave underneath, and then we made a bet with these guys to see who could find the artifact first.
Which they haven't actually told you what the artifact is that they're looking for.
You know, they specifically refused to answer that question, in fact.
They did. They're rude like that.
But it was, winner takes it home, loser gets a look.
Alright.
Then I believe Bauer ran off towards the door.
I wanted to.
So,
Very
I guess
close.
that begs the question. They're going to try and head through the south door from where you guys are. Because they came from this door. They're going to try and head through this door. Which one would you guys like to head through?
North?
North.
North it is. All right, Roy and his crew head off towards the south. He tips his hat to you guys. See y'all later, right? We'll have some nice food after we're done. Of course, after we win. We're gracious.
Have we by chance had a short rest?
You can take one if you want.
We haven't had one since the last battle. We've had one today.
Yeah, we've had one at least.
You are welcome to try and take one in this burrow in this underground burrow. Yeah.
I'd say no, only because I'm pretty sure I still have at least like maybe 7 or 8 minutes left on my one wild shape use.
I could use the hit points.
Got healing word?
Statistically, it's more effective than healing you when you go down. Or than just healing you before you go down.
Healing word is usually after the fact, but we are in a race. So taking a lunch break doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've plenty of time. You do have that group of guys who are betting against you, but
Yeah, we have no idea how long it's going to take. How bad off are you?
No, I'm about half, and I'm out of all my other things.
How many hit points down are you, though? I don't know what your total.
9.
Okay, I'll throw a healing word on. There you go.
9.
All right.
So straight north.
Like it.
all right. So, as you come up through the tunnels into what seems like another open room, you hear some buzzing as you're coming up the tunnel.
Buzzing like bee.
Higher pitched, more mosquito-y.
Yeah.
You find what look like a cross between mosquitoes and bats.
These fuckers.
Great taste that do not taste great together.
Nope, not one bit. Yeah, there's only 2 of them. Oops. All right, I'm no longer
This is gonna be
rolling.
great. Diggeroy's got this.
I might.
Yeah, they are not durable monsters. Go ahead.
All right. Come on to there.
A 13 will not hit,
Damn it.
unfortunately. Yeah, you just missed the freaky mosquito bat thingy as it flaps around. It is their turn next.
Yeah.
They are both going to come over to you and try and latch onto you. So I'm guessing, I'm guessing the 11 doesn't hit.
Does not.
23 will. Cool. So you take 4 damage from the one that hits, and it latches in, and its big long stinger gets stuck inside of you. The other one misses and starts flapping around your head in confusion. Tristana.
Get it off, get it off!
Yep. So run over here, shillelagh on her mushroom staff, and try to whack this one off of Diggeroy.
Alright. Give her. An 8 will also not hit.
Well,
Unfortunately. You're doing your best, I know.
I'm doing my best, and therefore no one can judge me.
Alright. Bauer, you're up. Hey, a 14 will hit. Excellent.
Fucking kidding me.
Sorry?
1 point more and I could have done it. Damn it.
Yep. Alright, which one of them are you attacking?
Top one.
All right, it crumples.
Is that the one that was on me?
No, that was the lower one. Sorry, I should have been
Nope.
more specific.
Oh.
It's probably good I didn't try to stab through into your face, though.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Digger, you're up.
Damn. First, yeah, I will Wait, is this a dead end room?
It is.
Okay. $17 to hit for 6 damage.
Yep, that'll do it. Instead,
Well,
they are not durable. And the buzzing fades as you kill the last of them.
Is there anything else in the room?
A few more dead. Y'all know what these are. A few more dead Sturge bodies. But other than that, no.
I'm going to check the walls real quick because we know there are secret doors in here.
Okay. Roll an investigation or perception.
no, I can't.
None of you find any secret doors in this room.
Okay. Go back then.
All right. You want to follow them to the south or head west?
So what is this like thing here? Is that a door, closed door? Can I see through it?
That thing?
Yeah.
That's fine.
That is a closed door. Yes.
I shall open it, or attempt to.
The door opens when you push on it. And you find some dead larval, horrible insect things that you fought last time. They do, however, have a dead cultist body in here with them.
Anything on the
search his
cultist body?
pockets.
Yeah, I was gonna...
You find a pouch of 5 gold. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, if you continue around the tunnel, you find that it just loops back around to the tunnel that you were already in.
Rats.
So they came from the west and then went south.
They did, yes. I guess I should take their tokens out of the room. Like good, considerate people, they even closed the door to the south behind them.
Of course. Consider it.
So south or west?
South.
All right. So it is. You find them locked in combat. Well, you find a pair of closed doors. And if you peek through them, you see the other party locked in combat with some more of the bug things and a couple of sturges. One of the sturges has latched onto their wizard, and she is frantically flailing around, trying to get it off.
Do they look like they can take this group?
Roll insight. Yeah, we can probably take them.
I peek through this other door. Can I see other exits from the room?
You can indeed. You see an exit on the far side of the room in the corner, and you see an exit on the close side as well.
I want to go back on west now, though.
Yeah, is there anything further? Is that just the end of the hall where Diggeroy's at?
Stand in the hall.
Right, so we're going to have to run past him because that other one looks like a glorified closet. So I feel like going back and checking to see if they were thorough or not when they came from. Wait for Burst to come back.
Fair enough. How about that sports ball, y'all?
Have fun storming the creepy things.
You're going to have to be more specific. Way more specific.
All of them. No, just literally all of them. Back west, or going past them, or helping?
Annoyingly, helping seems like it would make the deal not work.
There was nothing against it.
No, but then it would confuse the whole thing.
That's true. Dope.
That's why I was asking if they looked like they were in trouble.
No.
Because if we were saving their life, that would change the whole dynamic.
They're being attacked by monsters. They are in trouble, but they're not in oh my god, they're imminently going to die trouble.
Right, so I don't feel bad about leaving them to handle this on their own. Not that that was likely anyway, but you know.
Just rolling to see if any of them notice you peeking into the room. They're pretty distracted, so.
You're just heading back up and west then, or trying to sneak past them?
You guys tell me.
That's what I'm asking them.
Well, we still have that other path we didn't check out when we entered.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is true. You do have the left-hand path from all the way back where you entered, yes.
That would be the new direction to go, I think. Which is, it would be a lot of backtracking.
Well, they're fighting, so backtracking We can dash.
All right, so you want to go back, all the way back to the entrance, and you want to go back out the left-hand way from the way you entered.
Pretty much.
Okay. So you've already gone through all of this area already. So your marching order is the same, I assume. Bauer's out in front. Who's after him?
Gastona.
Okay. All right. Bauer,
Yes.
make me a dex save.
Are you trapping with
As
your
you-
face again? I was about to ask whether I should proceed. But
You're never looking for them.
I'm trying, he's not.
All
My
right.
face does such a good job.
So you're walking through the corridor. The left-hand way is entirely stone as well. You've left the burrow area that you were in before, and you're now back on hard stone. But as you're proceeding, you step on a tile, and the tile comes out from under you and reveals a pit. Fortunately, you are quick enough to avoid falling into the pit. Congratulations.
You doubted?
Keep going. Round the pit carefully.
All right, everybody slides around the pit carefully.
So no, we'll try to keep an eye out for traps going forward, but whether or not he just runs into them anyway is not of her problem.
All right. Roll perception to look for traps.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Try so
All right.
hard.
Everybody's got the same perception score for traps. Cool, cool, cool. So you come out to the end of this very long and windy corridor. You hear humming from the open doorway that you're about to pass, or that you're about to come up to. There's no real way for you to pass it.
Natural source of humming? Unnatural?
Sounds like human humming.
Huh.
Somebody's humming in the next room. Oh, are you just heading right in?
It's gonna
Bauer's
figure out-
standing in the doorway.
Does Bauer have a helmet?
Right. All right. So you come up to what looks to be an office. It's actually furnished. It has a large desk. It has several bookshelves. And they're in robes sitting. He should be over here. Sitting at the desk in the far corner. The room is well lit. The man looks over at you as he hears you coming into his room. Well, actually, Sadok's in the back. He sees you. Who are you? Why are you in my office?
Oh, this is an office? Great. What's in an office for? And I can tell you why we're here.
You wouldn't happen to be pilgrims, would you? Or know any pilgrims? be traveling with any pilgrims?
I look back at the others.
Of course.
So
Of
yes.
course we do.
Oh, bloody hell. All right. He picks up a goblet from his desk and downs the contents. And then he turns towards you and opens his spellbook.
Wrong answer.
Roll initiative.
Well, facepalm.
Oh, motherfucker.
Invite crime.
Exactly. Oh, he did not roll well.
I think two of us have the exact same initiative as last time.
Good job, guys. What's your dex, Bauer?
12.
Okay, he beats you at a tie. All right. So he loses initiative despite being the first one to realize it's a fight. Diggory, go for it. You're up.
Whatever. Bonus action. I'm going to inspire Bauer.
All right, awesome.
1d6, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give you a slap on the back as I run past. You got this, buddy. And I throw a dagger at the. Aha!
Yes, you miss.
Well,
You
gonna
missed.
be one of those nights.
Good try.
Okay, I throw a dagger in the general direction of the room.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights.
Yeah, that's
All right, cool. So Bauer, you're inspired. Congratulations.
I accomplished that much.
Diggory, you do your best. Yeah,
Too, so, you know.
yeah. Your best turned out to be like kind of shit, but you sure did it.
Actually, I technically should have been rolling that at disadvantage, but whatever.
Yeah. You failed anyways. You're still
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Give me.
guess I'm here to be Gish for a bit, so she's just kind of like darting past Bauer around up here. Just saying, like, she's not gonna be able to quite get close enough in time. She's just gonna use the spore halo that she's still got going on and basically spin her staff to fire it at the guy and like smack him in the face with spores for halo spores.
Okay.
Six necrotic damage in the face.
Nice. All right. He flails as your spores reach him, trying to desperately cough them out of his mouth, but he gets a full lungful of them. He spends a little bit of time coughing before it's his turn. You're the only one to actually do damage at him, though. So on his turn, he's going to go ahead and throw a firebolt at you. Does an 18 hit you?
Yep.
Solid 2 damage. But
It's
it
kind of
burns
slow
off
hiss at
a
him.
little fungi. Yeah, burns off a little bit of your fungi. Yeah. He's not happy with that one. But Bauer, you're up.
And I'll use my inspiration on this swing.
All right. Okay, roll your inspiration.
I meant the other inspiration.
Oh, the other inspiration. Okay, yes, that will hit him. All right, you go right at him. Some greater power guides your hand into just the right position to get him for, damn, max damage slash.
Guides your hand
across
into
the
his
chest.
face.
Yep.
Alright.
And he is definitely bleeding and looking pretty bloody right now.
Are you sure you don't want us to do some paperwork instead?
He glares at you but doesn't respond. Diggory, you're up. Diggeroy, sorry.
Close enough. There we go.
Nice.
Alrighty, yeah, 22 will definitely hit him. Alright, you swing your blade around.
It's 9 and a little more if he moves.
Sorry?
It's 9 up front and a little more if he moves.
Righto. So, yeah, he's looking pretty bad. The crackling, booming energy hurts him some extra. He is in bad shape. Cristona.
Up Shillelagh on her staff and whack him right in the gut.
Alright, go for it. That will not hit. It will not hit. No, I don't think that's working properly.
Hmm.
You have a D20 plus 2.
Ah. You're weird. But still a shit roll.
Oh yeah, still doesn't hit him. But
try to
just
fix that.
FYI.
Thank you.
Alright. It's his turn. He is going to... He's going to magic missile. Bauer, you've done the most damage to him. So he's going to magic missile you.
No, this is gonna hurt.
Apparently it doesn't roll damage. Thanks. Alright. So, 3 missiles come out, each of them dealing 3 damage to you, 9 damage total. Yeah. They smash into you, ignoring any resistances. He's a dick. But it is your turn. What do you want to do to him back? A 10 will not hit him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration on that.
Okay, roll it. Ooh, you still just miss. Just miss. It's truly unfortunate. You attempt to hit him in retribution, but you do not succeed. Leroy, what is up?
There we go.
Oh, yep, that will do it. Finish him!
It's a big curved chopping sword. So I imagine a rather nasty chop to the arm or neck.
Alright.
Where the
You
arm meets
rather nasty chop to the neck. The booming energy comes in right behind that chop and makes sure that his head does a nice big boom with it. Gets blood everywhere, all over the nice books, but he is definitely dead.
Or however you spell apologize.
I don't think he can tell the difference.
Yeah, I don't think he'll know the difference either way.
Oh no, I'm a part of the party members that got blood all over him.
Ah. That's fair.
Persona just doesn't really care. Mostly just leaving like a little fine layer of spores on top of the body, just to let the fungus do its job. And keep going. Keeping an eye out for anything else down this way.
Alright. You're just gonna keep going right through his office?
Just at least checking down here in case there's anything that can be seen or heard down this way.
There is more tunnel. More tunnel
Nice.
down this way.
I can peek through this door.
There is also more tunnel that way.
Hmm.
Too many decisions.
Well, that was a secret door, so I'd probably go somewhere more interesting.
Yeah, I accidentally revealed it too early and figured I'd just give it to you.
We should probably go through his desk.
Yeah. Also look through the books, see what kind of books they are.
Any mention of artifact?
Alright. Who's going through his desk? Who's going through the books?
Well, do the desk.
I'll do the books.
Alright, cool. So, the books... Well, desk first. Underneath the desk, you find a very lovely, very fashionable-looking spear, which is definitely magical, though you're not totally clear what it does. Flint, Kristona, I'm gonna say that your wild shape has probably worn off at this point.
Okay. Just the spore dust just kind of like falls. It's like a light snow.
So you have you find a lovely magical spear under the desk. You find some more corresponding letters on the desk. A lot of them are soaked in blood. But you do find a couple that are there are several that talk about there are a few that talk about progress that they've made in trying to build their own constructs and do research on some other form that they were finding here. And there's also one that's on top of the file, on top of the pile. Sorry, words might be of some interest to you. It reads Overseer. You might be getting some pilgrims coming through in the next few days. They might be from any church in disguise. I promise that whatever they might want to say, they are not friendly. Kill them on sight. The hands will do no less to us. We've seen that before, and I'm sure we'll see it again. T.
Interesting.
There are also, like I said, there are also a bunch of letters regarding the progress of some manner of construct that they're trying to build here. and some manner of construct that they're trying to research here.
You should probably pocket all those too.
Might be wise. Pocket all of those. For the books, roll percentile dice.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. One second. I need to check something.
Always either a good or bad sign.
Well, this may not be useful, but you do find amongst the books a scroll of animate objects.
Huh. That's a keeper.
With a note attached to it that says, I don't know how useful this will end up being to you, but if nothing else, it'll make your life a bit more convenient. T.
This is just sounding like love letters at this point.
Kill everybody you meet who says you're a pilgrim. Run from the camp and go to our ruined island base.
I saw this and just had to think of you.
Well,
Let's run away together to our hidden island base. After you
They're
kill
hidden
the
island.
We can take a sled out to China.
On the love boat.
Oh yeah, the most romantic letters you can send to someone.
Hey, we ain't kink shaming here.
I'm not sure it's kink shaming so much as why would these be love letters?
Their love is so pure. Do not don't fuck with my ideas.
So pure I can't understand it apparently.
OTP. Literally, Overseer, T, and then P is probably the OT3 of that.
Or just Overseer and T pairing.
Yes, OTP. That's what that means, right?
Sure. Sure.
Oh, giving up.
All right.
Giving up.
Other than the animate object scroll, though, you find again a series of books and texts about constructs. You find you also find the first in what looks like a series of texts that talk about good ways to dismantle constructs.
Definitely taking that.
The one on its own is mostly a discussion of theoretical methods, but it mentions that there is another that goes into more practical.
We need the 102 edition.
Yeah, you need part 2.
Did somebody want to search the overseer?
That's a good idea.
I assumed you were doing that, because I'm still thinking of Rich, though. I'm just used to you just going immediately, like, taking everything from everybody.
I searched the bodies. I still was it that fucking frost giant camp where the battle was still going on. They were like trying to sacrifice somebody, I think, and your immediate reaction was, "I want to search the bodies."
Yep.
I had party members to deal with the rest, but those bodies needed searching stat.
It's true.
You know what? I can't argue with that logic.
I was gonna say Adriel was having a lot of fun at the time, so
Well, I guess
don't want to interrupt that.
I guess if they were looking through things, then Kristona would go through the body while they were doing the other two.
All right. So you
Save time.
find he has a nice little dagger on him. You find 19 gold on his corpse, and you find his spell book, which I can put the spells down if you're interested.
I don't think anyone else can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're a druid.
Yeah.
Zadok's a cleric.
I assume these are all like wizard spells.
They are. He is a wizard.
Unless there are any like rituals that a druid can cast, that would be about it.
There's detect magic.
I already have that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't learn spells from spell books, but
Yeah. Alrighty.
Can we sell the spellbook later?
yeah, it's got to be worth something to someone.
Probably.
I'll keep the scroll of animate objects because I will eventually be able to use that,
Oh yeah.
and the book on dismantling constructs. But we'll put the. Someone else want to write down party loot? Be the official party loot guy.
You can scroll.
Can we get a
cast
note
it.
for official party loot?
Ooh.
Yes, you can. For sure.
Thank you.
Make sure to add things like the disrupt, like the oh fuck, I've added like 4 of them. Make sure to add any unique books that you pick up as well, in case I forget to note down that you found them.
Can you share that to everyone?
I'm literally just making it roll 20 lagged out and decided to make like 4 then.
There it is.
Show it to everyone. So yeah, go ahead and note down your loot.
Who is doing that so we don't overwrite each other?
I can't edit.
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
I can't.
yes.
I can't do that either.
Oops. Show it to everybody. It does not give everybody edit permissions.
We just start changing the letters to make them more like love letters.
No!
My dearest
Dearest
overseer.
overseer.
Don't do it! Alright, you should have edit powers now.
All right, Chris, do you want to be in charge of party loot noting for today?
Sure.
Alright, I moved the letter to the overseer into the Visherad handout section.
Okay, so outside of the spellbook, what else? What other books were there?
Book on dismantling. Book 1 of a series on dismantling constructs. Two magical texts. One is on animate objects. One's on clockwork automata.
Sorry, Clockwork Automata and what?
I'll copy paste it 1 second. That was from last session.
Kristona ended up finding like 5 gold, right, on the...
We're up to 6 each.
19 on the dude.
Oh, okay.
Plus there was some from before, so.
You also found a clearly magical but unclear what it does spear underneath his desk.
Who's that?
You also found a clearly magical but unclear what it does spear under his desk.
What's it made out of?
Steel haft, what looks like an obsidian head.
I don't use that, so somebody else can.
I'll take it if Bauer doesn't want it.
I do better with one-handed.
You can use the spear one-handed.
Yeah.
It's D6, but you get all your bonuses if you attune it.
I mean, I can definitely attune to it to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not married to it.
Not like
I
the
guess it
overseer
really
and
comes
tea.
down to we have to figure out what it actually does before we figure out who can best use it. So
Yeah.
wait till we get a short rest to do that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't actually require attunement. I'll save you the trouble of finding that out. You just don't know what the fuck it does.
I'd need a short rest to make it my hexblade weapon, though.
All right.
Or I'd have like a -3 to hit. So
I can just hold on to it then.
yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Onward then.
Okay. Anything else we want to look at in this room?
Unless there's any other mention of an artifact or anything.
Not any specific artifact.
Is there no point up this way and just kind of like tilt her head? Oh, nope. Bauer's just going.
Yeah, Bauer's going.
Fortune favors the bold.
It does favor the bold.
So do traps.
I'm not sure how it feels about those with 7 hit points, though.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
Continue to try and keep an eye out for traps despite Bauer being up front.
All right. Roll.
Oh!
Oh, damn. Okay. Diggeroy, you see nothing. Cristona, as you round this curve, you see a sword sticking out of the stone in the ground. However, your keen perception allows you to see that it's actually holding up the roof of that's actually holding together the floor here. And then as long as you step carefully and you don't pull the sword out, you should be fine.
Yeah, so before Bauer gets too far ahead, she's going to grab him this time instead of trying to say something slowly before he does anything.
Yeah, if you do not, then you will fall through. Yes, it is a load-bearing weapon. If you do not, you will fall through.
Hold him back. And point it out.
Is it like an ordinary sword?
It appears ordinary, yes.
Carefully.
Once we're on the
around.
other side of it, I kind of want to take it. Not be the guy who picks up everything that isn't nailed down. But...
All right. So everybody else, you all proceed over it. You wanna be the one to take the sword, Diggeroy?
Yes, knowing that it activates a trap when I do. So.
Couldn't you just tie a rope to it and then yank on it once you're past a ways?
Probably a better way to do it. I have rope.
Almost certainly a better way to do it.
Also, just funny idea. Maybe we should wait until we're on the way back out, possibly.
Fine.
I mean, you do you. I'm just putting out ideas.
Yeah, because I also don't want the. Well. Yeah, I'll leave it.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's magical or not, so. And I don't need an extra sword, really.
Fair enough. All right, you can continue proceeding along the hallway to what appears to be another empty shared bedroom. So there are a couple of beds shared in here, each with a chest at the bottom of them. They do contain some very fine shirts.
For OT trysts.
I kind of just assumed that you guys would look through them. They do contain some very fine shirts. Bauer, are you the looting type?
Not particularly.
Okay. I feel like you might.
Diggeroid seems to be the one who does that this time.
Yeah.
Pirate.
I can play the lute.
All right. You find a pair of what are known as Everclean shirts. They're exactly what they sound like. They're shirts that deal with their own stains and repair minor damage.
Awesome.
Nice.
Couple of nice shirts for you.
Nice.
Then there's another door to the north. You want to
Keep an
open
eye
it?
out.
Head through? You want to head through?
Yes.
Did I just assume that you're going to head through any door I show to you?
Unless somebody stops me or there's a reason not to.
Fair enough. You come into what looks like a common room and find a couple of well-dressed fellows sitting at a table playing cards.
Ooh, can I get in on that?
Who the hell are you? Why are you in our house? Did you just come from our bedroom?
We were just following the tunnels. We didn't realize it was your house.
How did you even get in the tunnels?
We went past the overseer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Resource is gonna go through and just lunge at one of them before this gets ugly already. She's gonna make it be
roll
ugly.
initiative. Roll initiative, people.
Well.
It's not a 4.
I just realized I just did a horrible pun. Wow. No,
Okay.
We're rolling D20s.
above a 10.
I swear we're rolling
Everyone
D20s.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love this. All right, Kristona, you're first. with a 9.
Yep. She's just gonna try to shillelagh this one guy in the throat so he stops talking. Oh, I'm gonna make sure this thing actually works correctly this time. It did not take my changes the last time.
Ah, yes. You will... You go for his throat to stop him from talking. You go a little harder than I think you realized, and you crush his throat. And he falls to the ground, bleeding from his mouth and choking to death. He did.
Just kind of blinks at that.
I like your enthusiasm.
Tiggeroy! One of them's dead. What do?
We can definitely make it there.
Then just kind of frowns, just realizing she probably messed up their own OTP.
And I'm gonna teleport next to him
Ah.
and take my dagger back. Excuse me.
Are you actually trying to hit him?
Yeah.
As well? Alright. So, you throw the blink dagger. You hit him, obviously. Stabs into him, sinks into his arm. He screams in pain, then screams again in surprise as you fucking teleport in front of him and rip the dagger out of his arm.
I'm also carrying a big-ass cutlass.
And I assume wave the big-ass cutlass as if moving to go towards him.
I'm not exactly concealing my intention to do anything like of the sort.
Alright. He draws a scimitar and frantically tries to slash you. Like, oh god, please kill the scary man. He misses horribly. Doesn't even you don't even have to block him. As his strike goes off to the side. Bauer.
Glory, glory, murder hobos.
Exactly. An 11 will actually not hit him. So you swing out at him. His wild flailing, however, appears to carry him just beyond your reach as he's trying to hit Diggeroy. Cristona.
Well, run over to the other side and whack in the back of the head.
Back of my head.
Go for it. That'll do it. You crack him in the back of the head, and he falls motionless to the ground.
Aside to herself, shake off some spores. See if they had anything on them.
They have a nice deck of cards. Nice
Do they have pretty pictures on them, or just the,
They would have pretty pictures on them. These are guys with Everclean shirts. That's how you know that they're, like, not your average person.
Yep.
There are also Everclean shirts on these guys if you guys want more.
Yeah, I'd like one.
All right, go on, grab one.
She'll take the cards just because they're pretty.
The bloodstains wash right out of Everclean shirts. They just leach the blood right out of themselves, repair the stab wounds, and they're ready to go again. All on their own. Amazing what magic can do for you these days.
I'm gonna say a pair of shirts seems like enough, especially if you don't have to wash them ever.
Let's go over here.
All right. So the door to the south leads to another another tunnel. Sorry. You are heading off to the south. Bauer, I assume you're going to barge through the door again, so I'm just going to open this area up. You stumble into a room that is filled with construct parts. Some of them are just heads or just arms, but there are many who are even full bodies of automata. A lot of them are heavily armored. Some of them have weapons. A couple of them even appear to be wearing scraps of clothing. But yeah, you have a room full of gizmos, doodads, and whatchits. Whatsits.
I can't remember the lines from the song in Little Mermaid.
That's exactly what I was thinking of! Damn it. Who's its and what's its galore.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Gizmos aplenty. Stona might find something that doesn't look like that, kind of gears that move or something like that, and might poke at it a bit. Probably break it or drop something off of it.
Roll a d100. One of them shocks you. You take 1 lightning damage as you poke too deeply at one of them, and you poke it into a crevice and apparently connect 2 things, because one of them shocks you. Take a single lightning damage.
Frowns at that.
Random doodads are dicks, apparently.
They are elemental. But metal. We do not like them.
It's all just regular metal, right?
If you want to inspect them, make a... Make either an Arcana or a... You have smithing tool proficiency, right?
No.
Who is it? Oh, it's Sadok that has smithing tool proficiency.
Hey, Sadok, let's do that!
Give me a second, I'll have him roll. I mean, on the surface, they all just look like metal. They're all grayish metals of varying degrees of...
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're probably all iron and brass and...
Yeah. Iron, brass, steel. It's unclear whether any of them are, magical or anything at this point, but...
Are these the constructs?
The bits that they can make into constructs. They might have been constructs.
Yeah, Sadok doesn't know shit. He rolls a 4.
Yep,
Well,
definitely metal.
that sounds about right with how we're rolling tonight. At least he's still technically with us in spirit. Solidarity.
Yeah. Yeah, room full of constructs. You can keep poking through it if you want, or you can head onwards. Or head backwards.
Let's say
Fire-
forward.
This.
Yeah, why would you want us to retreat or to advance in the wrong direction?
Advancing in an alternate direction.
Yeah, nobody is saying it's wrong.
I am.
It's occasionally strategically sound to do that.
Occasionally, yes.
But not in this case.
Continuing to perceive.
Anybody speak Dwarvish?
I have a leftover bonus language. So I was actually going to ask about that, but if I'm seafaring, what languages would be most useful? Probably not Dwarvish.
No, almost certainly not Dwarvish. What languages do you have already?
Common and Elven. The typical setting, I would say, like Aquan, but
Yeah,
unless there's some
Aquan
race
would be.
that's really known for sailing.
Not particularly. If you might. So, if you did a bunch of business in Aventine, Aventine is heavily gnomish. It's like I think it's a majority gnome city actually, or at the very least, like over a third gnomes.
I was part of the Kirk's pirate crew, so probably not a lot of
No, probably not a lot.
direct business. A lot of communicating by pointing swords at people.
Aquan would be a safe bet.
Yeah, because then that's like Tritons and Merfolk and
Yeah, and there are definitely Tritons and Merfolk.
and I'm proficient with intimidation, so I can generally get the message across.
Pointing a sword at somebody is pretty language agnostic.
Gets the job done.
But yeah, back to the original question. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Nope.
Not myself.
All right. As you're coming through the upcoming corridor, you see some Dwarvish runes scrawled across the... I'm just trying to load Sidok's character sheet to see if he does. But you see some Dwarvish runes scrawled across the floor as you go through. Oh! He does! How
Yeah.
does he have five? How does he have 5 languages? Yeah, you see some Dwarvish runes scrawled across the floor that say "Mind the gap." They look like they've been there a long, long time. As you round the corner and go through, you come across a set of stairs leading downwards, as well as a tunnel that branches off to the right.
If there's a vault in here, it's probably down.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it leads like directly to the docks.
Just want to take a quick peek here.
Sure.
Let's go over here and like see if there's any sounds coming from down the stairs or anything.
It leads to more tunnel. And yet more tunnel. And eventually to a door.
Uh-oh, door. No, I'm kidding.
Uh-oh. Alright. Down the way or down the stairs?
Any sounds coming from down the stairs?
Not that you can hear from up here.
Any sounds coming from the door?
Not that you can hear.
Cassiona will point down the stairs with her staff.
Yeah, I'm voting down.
All right.
That's everything is black. Sweet crackers, I'm blind! Oh wait, okay, no, there we go.
So you come into a very different area than the one you just left. Halfway down the stairs transition into metal. You come across a room filled with the bodies of old constructs of a kind that none of you have ever seen before. The construction of the walls has also changed. It is no longer stone. It's some sort of strange metal. It almost looks like it undulates when you're not looking. But there are a pair of doors down here. The right one is blocked after it opens. It looks as if there was a cave-in behind it. But the left one leads into a room with a couple of humming metal cylinders that occasionally vent a bit of steam.
We do not like this place.
Would my familiarity with ships lend me any clues to what these are?
Perhaps. Roll me percentile dice. You may have been on a ship that has these. They are very uncommon, but they do exist. Yeah, sure. So you're not totally sure, but you think that these are some sort of steam engine. You've heard about them. You saw one once on another ship that you happened to be going through before the captain kicked you off it, but you've never sailed with them for long before. They are humming along and powering something, apparently.
Yeah.
Be careful of touching. They use lightning.
Well, fire.
Oh yeah, they're very warm as well. The room with the turbines in it is noticeably warmer than the room from which you entered.
Right. Since we don't know what they're powering, I don't think we want to mess with them right now.
I feel like it can't be any good, so it would be in our best interest to fuck with them.
You have a point.
Book about breaking?
Yeah.
You want to check the book about breaking stuff or anything about turbines or about steam engines?
Yeah. Skim through it.
Okay. This appears to be This book appears to be more about the magical side of constructs and about dismantling them via that. But these turbines don't show any signs of being magical. There's no outward sign of them. They're quite a bit bigger and quite a bit louder and possibly more powerful than the ones that you've seen, Tikroy. But they don't appear to be... Yeah, sorry, I figured I should clear it. But they don't appear to be magical. So the book that you have does not cover them. You can inspect them and see if there's any magical parts to them. But from surface inspection, they do not appear magical.
So what about the doors there?
So, I guess I'll drop your tokens in here. Oh, Bowers. So you guys are in the room that Bowers... So the turbines are the things in here, in the room that Bowers' token is in. This door, the right-hand door, is blocked. It seems like there was a cave-in behind the door. So when you open it, there's basically a pile of rock. The left-hand door leads to the turbines that you guys found.
I mean, we could poke these things.
Now that you're down here and you've been listening a little bit longer as well, you can hear a persistent humming through the walls.
Coming from a particular area?
It is literally vibrating the walls.
Everything.
The walls are vibrating. Everything is vibrating.
Was it like one of those like high-pitched humming? It was almost like a...
It's like a lower hum.
Like kind of like one of those, if you were around it too much, it would like give you a headache.
Yeah, and either give you a headache or just fade into white noise.
How far did we go down that we didn't hear / feel this before?
I may have forgotten to mention it, but you did go. I did not. You should have started hearing it as soon as you came down here. But you're probably 50, somewhere between 50 and 100 feet down.
Too different from below.
So I'm just going to say either we smash these things or break them somehow, or we go back and see what's behind that door.
Yes, ruin. Too different from below world. Bad. Natural.
So I'm hearing 2 votes in favor of ruin, if possible.
Just don't want to get burned when we do it.
That's fair. Any ideas for how you would attempt to ruin this? Anybody?
Is there any kind of like moving gears or parts that we could shove a
Is there
wrench
a
into?
boiler that we can see?
These kind of are the boilers.
So that's the fiery part.
Yeah.
So we need to find
Boiler
the
and generator.
steam tank.
Sorry.
Can we just
If
put
we
the fires
find
out?
that, poke a hole in it, the whole thing should stop working without exploding.
Might be able to like knock a hole in it or something like that with like a magic stone.
You can try. It's pretty hard. It looks like pretty hard metal.
I figure the
But by all
magic might
means,
help.
that's fair. By all means, you can go for it and try.
Were we talking about hitting that or finding a different thing and hitting it? Was that what Digoro was talking about?
Well, if it's a steam engine, there should be a container where the steam builds up pressure. If we can release the pressure on that, poke a hole in that, it'll just depressurize. That like steam will jet out, but it won't like explode. Thus making it unlikely to kill us in the process.
Searching around for how he phrased that, something that sounds like that.
Thing with water in it.
Thing with water in it. There are roll perception for me.
Go.
Perception or investigation.
Boom.
So, Diggeroi, you have no clue where those might be. Christona, you do notice that there are there are the like larger rumbling tanks above, and then there are some smaller ones below, with one pipe feeding into the bigger tank on top, and another one leading into the ground below.
Pointed out to the group and asked Digoroya about it. Like this?
Could be.
The rupture metal thing?
Yeah.
Okay. You could step away from it for a bit and pull out
I'm gonna stand back.
her set of stones.
Alrighty.
Cast magic stone on them.
Alright.
To like chuck one at it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Do me a favor, stick the magic stone description in here.
Okay.
Unless it's in the SRD and I can just look it up. Thank you.
So yeah, actually, if anyone has a better dex, might can also pass it off, or at least a
Yeah,
couple
because
of
they have
them.
pretty good decks.
You could hand them over.
I'd have the same bonus that you have, though.
Okay. So you throw one of your stones at the smaller tank underneath. It does make a dent, but it does not smash through it. Smash all the way through.
Try again. Got a few of them.
That's true. You have 3 of them. Go ahead and roll. Alright, you've got a bigger dent in it now. You might be able to get it with one more stone. Just enough. It had 20 health and very bad AC. So, the steam tank underneath the big generator does burst open. There is a cloud of steam that comes out of it. However, you are all far enough back that it does not scald any of you. the hum from the walls drops in volume, but does not cease.
Not fully broken.
We need to do both.
The upper tank is no longer randomly spewing steam or rumbling nearly as much as it was before.
Oh, but there was another pipe.
There is not another one on this. It's getting a little bit of steam still, but there's not much going on with it now. Yeah.
Tristan is just looking back to Diggeroy to get his insight on it. He seems to know the most about it.
I think that worked.
It appears to have stopped this engine.
There might be another one somewhere.
It's still just all the same hum everywhere at the same level, so that you can't pinpoint
Oh, no,
direction.
it's gone down.
I know it's gone
It is
down,
no longer
but,
as loud.
but it's
Sorry,
still there.
Yes, it is still there, but it has gone down. I may not have been pushing down when I said that.
I was just more curious whether, like, it can be better pinpointed. Like, if it's still coming from everywhere but lowly, rather than, like, maybe a certain area more than
Sounds
others.
like it's more from the north now. So, up that way.
No way to get there from here.
Sounds like it's time to go back upstairs.
Yes.
All right, back upstairs you go. Now that you are back out of wherever that was, you want to keep going?
Yes.
Might as well.
Away from that. Up.
Sorry, that was an accident. I was clicking on the remove and accidentally got initiative order. All right, you barge through the door into a storeroom. It is full of steel and iron and brass ingots for what looks like the construction of additional constructs, like the one whose junk pile you found.
Just scrunches her nose, seeing more of this stuff.
Yep, more metal.
Any other doorways?
None visible to you.
Right. Check the walls.
Roll perception or investigation.
Search.
Yep, there are walls.
I
Yep,
found 4 of
empty
them.
walls. You do find, looking around behind one of the piles of ingots, you do find a small kind of crawly door. It's not a full-size tunnel, but it's something that you can crawl through. That leads you into a cozy little alcove. that somebody set up. Somehow, don't ask me how, but somehow they've managed to fit themselves in some very cozy-looking armchairs. There's a small little fireplace set up on the side of the wall. There is what looks to be an ever-burning torch set up on the far wall from you guys. There are some plates and candles left on a table near the fireplace as well, and a couple of bedrolls in the corner.
More romantic candlelit dinners.
This one's an actual romantic candlelit dinner, though, not what OTP has.
Cults are very strange.
I'm just going to reveal all of this.
What the hell's the point of that?
I don't know. I told Don John to get rid of dead ends, and it got rid of all the actual dead ends, but it did not get rid of pointless loops back on itself.
Was this place made by dwarves? I feel like this is probably fucking made by dwarves.
There's a certain dwarvishness to the layout here.
Almost certainly, yes. The dwarves do like their twisty, stupid little, twisty, redonkulous tunnel layouts, yes. Yeah, ever-burning torch still, and there is a small metal rectangle next to it. That looks as if it has a flip, or a cap on it.
Does it look like it has a trap on it?
Why did I say it has a flip on it? Good job, David. A+, gold star. You do not see a trap on it, no. Nor even a flip trap.
Let me guess, there's a note under it.
Nope.
No, just...
It's literally just a metal rectangle with a cap on it. A flip cap.
Like a flask?
Pick it up and find out.
I think that's Bauer's job. Though technically, that would be something Christona would do, because she does fumble with things.
So you flip open the top. There is what looks like a button and a small spout. I don't know a better word to describe it. A flame comes out of the spout.
You found a lighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
You found a Zippo.
You found a lighter, yes.
You are now Zippo-Trix, McHelmet Lord.
Zippo-Trix McEdgelord? Please, no. Could go without one of those.
But why? Zippo-Trix is wonderful.
Yeah. Alright. Do you want any of the other stuff in here? The comfy armchairs or the fireplace or the torch?
I feel like the fireplace is going to be hard to move.
It's a perfectly good couch.
Eh. So that sounds like a man who's not ambitious enough.
Is there any coin in the couch? Did anyone lose any coins in the couch?
Yeah, check for loose change in the back of the couch.
Wow, everybody's rolling really well on percentile. Nice. You find 3 gold in the couch.
Wow.
Nice.
It's a lot of loose change.
Yeah.
This is a really, really weird cult.
I mean, they pay pretty good.
It's a very, like, slash Vicky cult.
Please don't describe them like that again. But yeah. Anything else in here, guys?
I don't think any of us need that torch, so...
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just want to wrap it up and just have it whenever you need it.
Well, it's just on a sconce on the wall.
Yeah.
It's a proper
It's a-
ever-burning. I'll take it.
It's a proper ever-burning torch.
Shove it in my backpack.
If you check it at all, it's got a word engraved onto it. That's its command word to turn it on and off.
It's
Okay.
not very ever burning.
Hey Siri, lights off. Oh, oops. I accidentally did it to myself.
Good job. Siri, play Despacito.
This is so sad. Play Despacito.
Nobody has an echo in listening range, do they?
Alexa, buy Despacito.
Nope.
And this is where a headset comes in handy.
There you go. Or you can just not have. You can also just not have a wiretap. Righto. Proceed onwards, outwards, inwards. All right.
Did-
All right. You barge into yet another room. This one, I kind of assume at this point that any door you come across, you're just kicking in.
I feel like Diggeroy is just like, oh yeah.
Why Diggeroy?
Oh, sorry, no, Bauer. Sorry. I'm learning just like you. At least I didn't call him Rich.
Hey, I have not done that yet this session.
I love your confidence in the way you
The
said
night
that.
is young.
Doors are meant to be open.
Speaking of,
I guess
Yeah,
technically
so-
Bauer is more like the Juggernaut, so...
Shit, you can't stop me. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Oh, I remember finding that. for the
Holy
first
shit balls, holy shit balls!
hilarious.
time. Right, so the room you just juggernauted into is full of a somewhat eclectic mix of equipment. There is what look like a bunch of drills in here, mixed with some very, very heavy magical measurement gear or magical apparatuses.
Are any of these drills the one that pierces the heavens?
No, that was last campaign.
You never know.
Oh, well, you know what? What the hell? No, none of them are the drill that pierces the heavens. Nor are they the drill that creates the heavens, for that matter.
Damn. What magical
With that
apparatus?
Does that mean the heavens are just a giant hole?
That's so
No.
deep.
Yeah, man.
Yualia is kind of weird, but I can confirm for you that the heavens are not a giant hole.
Right.
I
So let's open
mean,
these
this is a very
doors.
flat Earth scenario, so.
Doors?
I see 2 doors.
You do see 2 doors. Barge left or right?
Looks like Bauer's
Both.
going in this one.
Alright, looks like we're on left first. Alright,
Okay.
so... You can't really see the note under that guy, but it says...
The door.
So,
Hello.
in this, there is a very heavy drill set up and pointing at the door. The door has the same symbol that you guys have already seen before on the gates, complete with the concentric circles and the hole in the middle for Digroy's key. He is attempting to drill through the keyhole without much success. He turns as you he turns as you enter the room, and freezes in shock as you come up and tap him on the shoulder and say, "How you doing?" You hear a voice from the next room that says, "What was that? Is everything okay?"
Yes, everything's fine.
You have to
How
run
you
up and
doing?
whack him before he says anything
Well,
different.
you feeling okay? That doesn't sound like you much. Do you need me to come in there?
Whack!
Not really.
Oh, you just want to hit him?
Yep. Knock him out at least.
All right, go for it. You do not succeed in knocking him completely out. Gene! They're hitting me, Gene! Help me! Yeah, roll initiative, guys.
Getting better.
Damn, we have initiatives above a 10 this time.
Holy shit.
Damn, team.
Go Team Venture.
Okay. All right. So he is there. Gene is going. Claude is going to act on one initiative. Gene will just act on the same one as him when he gets here.
Are they Jean-Claude?
Not intentionally, but they are now.
Which ones are Van and Dam?
You haven't met them yet. But Bauer, it is your turn. 9 will not hit Gene. He manages to dipsy doodle out of the way.
Nicest dipsy doodle I've ever seen.
Damn straight. Cristona.
Press again.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. You reach out and you try and crack him over the head, and this time you actually succeed. Congratulations.
Huzzah.
He looks a bit woozy and is bleeding pretty heavily from the head. Alright, he is going to separate his token from you guys, first of all. And then he is going to turn at... he's going to turn at Bauer. Hey, Bauer.
What's up?
Make me a wisdom saving throw. A 7 will not succeed. The number to beat is 12.
Well,
So, you are now paralyzed. Claude's friend Jean is going to come in from the other room. He's going to see that you've been paralyzed, like his good friend Claude is wont to do. And he is going to go ahead and two-handed attack you with his spear. Does a 16 hit you? He should be rolling with advantage.
No.
Does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
And you are paralyzed, so take an extra 2 damage. So that is 9 damage total.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no.
Diggeroy?
Yes. So he's got 7.
All right, Bauer, you're back up.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm no longer paralyzed?
I'm going to say that he probably dropped concentration on you as soon as you went down. So yeah, sure. A 10 will not hit either of them, unfortunately.
No. Well, it has to hit the first one.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's it.
it will not
The
hit.
second one just takes the splash damage.
All right. So you bring Rich back up with a shouted word. Fuck! First time.
Get up! We're not done
Bauer
yet.
back up with a shouted word. Yeah, something along the lines of get up. And then you go for the flame blade on Claude, but you miss him, unfortunately. Bauer, you are on the ground, but you're breathing again. Breathing regular, eyes open, hit point total positive.
Sounds like a good day.
This is a 12? A 12? Shit. 12 will not hit him, unfortunately.
Well.
Just barely. You just barely miss him. It skids off his leather armor.
How about that?
18 will hit him.
right in the windpipe.
18 will hit him in the windpipe, but he is still up. He's looking real rough, but he is still up. Anything else on your turn?
All I've got.
Alright. He's just going to make a dagger attack at Cristona, because you're the one who hit him last. That's the wrong sheet. Does a 14 hit you?
That matches. So yes.
Okay. So good. So both of those hit you.
Oh, that's close.
So Claude swipes out a couple of times at you with a dagger, while Jean goes to Rich and switches back to one-handed on his spear and attack. Does a 17 hit you, Bauer?
It probably would have hit Rich, but not me.
Fuck! Fuck! Now the floodgates open. Fucking Christ! All right, a 17 does not hit Bauer. Awesome, great. All right, so that is their turn. Diggeroy, you're back up.
Yeah. On John.
On Jean? Alright.
There we go.
Alright, yep, that'll hit him. And that'll drop Jean. And it will make Claude very close to death.
All right.
He is like death's door right now. Bauer.
And I get hit points back.
Excellent. Bauer. You're up.
I'm going to try to put him in the head.
Go for it. Oh,
And a failed boot.
it did. He has. You're so close.
So close. How about that?
So close. Oh,
Whack!
you dropped him. He only had 13 AC. No.
And I'm down to 3 hit points.
Yeah, it's definitely resting time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
So there's a guard room in the door immediately next to you with another door out. You can hear voices from that door though.
Is it like an actual door or just a doorway?
There's an actual door, but it's open.
Can we close it and like shove a wedge in the side to bar it?
Sure. There's a few chairs in the. There's a few chairs in here.
Right.
You can bar it using a chair or some such.
Should we just shut the door closest to us? Because that one will probably be less
That
likely
too.
or less
That
loud.
too.
Do both.
Both is good.
All right.
Also, this direction over here.
There is
Yeah.
a door that appears to open to a stone wall.
Right. Shove something, jam that one. Do we want to try and rest and then open the door, or do we want to open the door, hope it doesn't kill us, and then see what's going on in there?
I feel like the smart move is to take the quick rest.
Yes.
I agree.
We hurt.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
So yeah, you guys can go ahead and close the doors without a problem. Go ahead and take yourselves a short rest. It's middle of the guard shift. Nobody's gonna swap into the door room. So go ahead and take yourselves a short rest.
Flopping down just a poof of like dusty spores. Just falling down around her.
All right. And you guys are just relaxing for your short rest. Sorry, it is not a long rest.
Yeah.
I'll check out the spear.
Check out the witch. Sorry.
Oh, the spear
The
that
spear.
I got, the magic one.
Oh, for sure. Roll Arcana on it. So clearly magical. It doesn't appear to have doesn't appear to have any doesn't appear to have any damage enhancements. It's not a +1 or anything, or plus anything. But when you're poking at it, you do find a little inset spot that, if you poke it just right, projects a spectral tome in midair that you can interact and like page through and write things in like it's a physical book. You recognize some arcane writing in the book as well.
Do the other folks in the room see the spectral book, or does it look like I've gone mad?
Nope, they can see it too.
I mean, I'm sure we still think you've gone mad, but you have been running headfirst into traps.
Know what? I've been dodging all the traps.
But still running headfirst into dodging them.
You also get the feeling that it can cast some kind of spell, but you're not sure how to activate it or what it is.
Unseen librarian.
It's like the librarian spear.
So I will not tell you what the spell actually is, but I can confirm for you it is not Unseen Librarian.
Damn, Nessa be sad.
Can I take a look at it?
If you want to take a look at it, go ahead. Roll Arcana. You recognize a little bit more of the arcane writing in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that tells you what it might cast, though.
And it's an obsidian and steel spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Christina would know anything about that. Do not have Arcana.
I like the look.
You know magic things, though.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it.
Could try, even though she wouldn't really want to touch it that much. Just have someone else hold it out. Nope.
Nope. Nothing new.
Right. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring this to some kind of expert.
Actually.
You're working for an...
Sadok rolled a 2. He's unsure.
Fairly sure it's magical.
Alright.
Right. Our employer might be able to tell us more.
Indeed.
Best.
Would you like to head down?
Let's open the door.
Right.
The door.
I capitalized it at someone's
The
suggestion.
door.
The door.
With the key.
All right. You insert the key into the door, and just as it did before, the door opens at your touch, grinding a little bit more this time. But it opens to reveal a stairway down.
No, never mind. Let's go somewhere else.
Fuck all y'all. One sec, just There we go. All right.
Lock behind.
I will.
Avoid others.
So you find yourselves inside this room here. There is what looks like a very large ventilation pipe set into the wall, big enough for you to enter, and there are a pair of chests sitting down here.
Is there a door? Thing
It's just an open pipe.
Oh.
It feels warm to the touch, but it's not dangerously so.
Open one of the chests.
You find within a large potion. It's a potion of fire resistance.
Okay. And in the other?
A potion of lightning resistance.
Ominous.
Indeed.
Anything else here? Any kind of any doorway?
There is no doorway, but there is a big open pipe in the wall.
Take the potions. I'll add them to the party loot.
All right. Do you go up or down the pipe?
Maybe?
It is not, to be clear, it is not vertically up or down. It is just
Left or right,
referring
basically.
to the. Yeah, I'm just referring to the direction on the map.
Oh, right.
Okay. You head up the pipe. It heads straight down. It comes to an end at which it goes straight down in two of the directions and appears to exit onto a platform. Oh, somebody just dropped something on the left.
So we all just put crates over our heads and solid snake this shit.
That's what I was thinking.
So you exit out into a place with the same walls and flooring as you saw before. A place of metal. Is at the full. To the south of you, you spot some manner of moving, rolling thing. It appears it appears to be used for moving things along it, but you're not sure where it's being powered from.
Can we ride it?
You certainly can try.
Do the mine ride.
I'm just,
Boy, you cut out really bad.
it's a conveyor belt.
Aha.
Where's
It'll
the
take us wherever it goes, and then we can't go back.
It is down here.
Ah.
It goes into the big black hole.
It goes somewhere. Woo!
Dun.
If you head along the walkways to the west, you see a whole host more of them as well. As well as a couple of what look like grinders, and a whole bunch more of the turbines that you guys saw earlier, the steam engines.
Before we get involved in this room, I kind of want to check the other end of the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the other end of the pipe actually breaks off for a little while. There is a far end of it, though, if you want to try and jump it. You do not see a bottom to the pit in between, however.
Quick,
How
just
far across is it?
drop a copper and see how long it takes to...
Call it 8 feet.
Is there anything to tie a rope off to on the sides of the pipe? On either side of the pipe?
No. It's a pipe. Smooth pipe.
What's everyone's strength score for jumping?
If I can do a running jump, I can totally do it.
I can jump
You
10 feet.
definitely have space to do a running jump. Yes. Pipe's wide enough for that.
Do you have some nifty teleportation trick with that dagger of yours?
I can use the dagger to teleport myself across. That's why I was asking about the rope, because even if I'm there, like, I'm strength 10. I can't, like, haul your ass up. But I could hold a rope.
Your strength. I think we should all be able to jump it, right? It's just 8 feet.
Some of us are not in the lightest of armors.
That doesn't... Raw, that does not affect jump distance.
Yeah.
He is correct. Yeah, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you can move at least 10 feet. So...
Yeah, I can jump 10 feet, so...
Yeah, you guys can all jump 10 feet.
There's no roll to flub.
Now, your
Your
base
jump.
jump distance is your strength score for a running jump.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can all just jump it with no problem, then yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
All right. You all jump the bottomless pit to go over the pipe, and the map actually cuts out there, but give me 1 second and I will reveal where you end up. Da-na-na-na. All right, so you find yourselves at, you find yourselves hanging above a door where the pipe lets out. At the far end of the room is what looks to be another, a set of rails for something. There doesn't appear to be anything upon them, though. There's some more
Another turbine?
detritus. Sorry?
Is that another turbine?
That is another turbine sitting in there, yes. There are several others in the room you guys didn't go into yet, though, as well. There's also what looks like a destroyed carrying cart next to the turbine, and some more gears and apparatus sticking out of the walls. There is also a door underneath you, but you would have to drop out of the pipe to go through it.
I see a door, so unless y'all have strong reasons not to.
Besides not being able to get back up here.
Yeah, we can climb up.
Details, details.
Climb back up. Attach a rope.
All right. I don't suppose you have like pitons or something, do you? Anybody?
Good
Check my
question.
pack. 1 second.
Yeah, what's in...
I do, yes.
All right, yeah.
Let's do what?
If you're willing to use your pitons, by all means, hammer a couple in, and let yourselves down a rope.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So. The door leads you through a darkened hallway up to a series of stairs. At the first landing, there is a window out into another room, actually, which has another working conveyor belt and a whole shit ton of steam engines. The hum that you were hearing before is much louder here. The conveyor belt is carrying some components down it. And it looks like there's something bigger coming down it at the far end, but it's not moving super quickly right now.
I was just slightly covering our ears.
You can continue up. There's another viewing port, another window. Yet another, at which you can see that looks like there's a pair of fully constructed constructs coming down the conveyor belt. They're wearing armor. They're even painted a tad.
They painted like that symbol.
Which symbol?
The bird person. The bird. The T-bird.
Oh, yes, they're painted like that. They are humanoid in construction, not bird people.
They like the T-bird symbol.
All right. So you head up and through. You come across several large glass cases, each of which contains a single automata suspended in midair. There is no visible means holding them there. But each of them is wearing what appears to be masterfully crafted equipment. Each of them is completely stationary. Yeah.
Kristone doesn't like these at all.
There is a heavy layer of dust on the casings as well. Heavy layer of dust throughout this entire room.
Not the good kind of dust.
It's probably the only one. Probably the only one so far that hasn't had some manner of turbine or apparatus in it that's moving. Another room, turbine, what looks to be a drive shaft. You did not remember to shut and lock the door behind
I
you.
mentioned
no.
I mentioned to lock it.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, we should
Oh,
probably lock that.
I did not hear that. I did not hear that at all.
Ah, damn you, voice meter banana.
But end of the line. You come into one final room, which holds 6 more cases, a conveyor belt, and at the far end of it is some kind of podium, upon which there is a single box with many gears, a couple of connectors on it that you're not sure what they do. Yes, and a bright red switch as well.
Shiny candy-like button.
I'm sure throwing the switch is a terrible idea.
Roll investigation while you're up there.
I feel like I heard throw the switch.
Everybody who wants to go examine, who wants to take a look at the switch. Roll investigation.
Yep, it's red.
Oh,
Oh damn!
fucking lucky.
So, Diggerai Bauer, it's a switch. You kind of want to pull it. Big and red, and who wouldn't want to pull that? Christona, it's... The switch appears to have a couple... It's got several things on it that are moving, but nothing's connected to. It might not be fully in use, or the box up there does, sorry. And if you take a poke behind the switch, you've never seen metal rot before, but the metal of the back of the podium and reaching down to the lower levels of this area is rotting.
Rot. I assume rot in a bad way, because she is all about rot, but...
It's familiar kind of rot.
Oh. Go check it up against that, the bolt that she has.
Same kind of rot, yep.
Just gonna pull the other two back and, like, show it, point at the thing that she has. This... Bad. Very bad. Destruction. Corruption.
Are you sure?
He's once again holding up the bolt.
And a bolt is like a crossbow bolt?
Mm-hmm.
More specifically, it is a drow bolt.
So does she think this is basically like so far down that it's entering the territory of this versions of the Underdark?
This is probably... Like, you guys went pretty far up when you entered the fortress. This is probably only about sea level, where you guys are right now. You're basically, like, under a mountain, but you're also basically at sea level in terms of absolute elevation.
So, the Underdark here is about how far down in comparison?
call that a kilometer, maybe 2. That's where you'd be used to seeing this.
Corruption from the below world. Too high. Bad. Very bad. We have run from this. We
Here's
must
my question.
stop this.
Is the switch in the on or off position?
It is. So the switch is on like a box, right? It is on the high end of the box, like at the top. And it is glowing bright red. There is no labeled on or off, though.
I'm unhappy with his user interface.
Where's the podium?
The thing that Bauer's token is right next to. The place
Oh.
that the box is on.
Need to find where the heck. Where is?
Podium at the end of the thing.
No. Oh, there. Okay, there. Okay.
Yeah. So there's basically a big box sitting up there, and that's what the switch is on.
Mm-hmm.
Once the other two of you notice it, you're not sure how you missed it at all before. It stinks.
That's a different kind of death than Christopher
Like,
runs
it
and walks
is-
around with.
It is rotting and dissolving metal. It is a nightmare smell.
She just kind of hisses at it and shakes her head. We ran from this. This is destroying our kind. This must be stopped. We get strong to stop this.
I understand, but I don't know what we do here to stop it.
We do not touch. Do not let it corrupt us. Break this place. Destroy this place. Bury this. Just kind of looking around, trying to figure out how in the world they might be able to cause an explosion or something, because this should not be able to get to the surface. This has already gone too high. How do we collapse these things, Diggeroy?
Could probably smash the containers of the constructs. I don't know if that'll wake them up or kill them, though. And I guess we could shut down the factory, and that might slow it, but that won't stop the rot.
How can we bury it?
We need something that can blow up a whole mountain.
About that?
You guys don't have anything on hand that can blow up a mountain.
On hand, but many,
If we locate something,
yes, many terrible components here. Something strong, something that
overloaded
powers.
all of the steam engines.
Sorry?
Saying if we overloaded all of the steam engines.
Wouldn't we have to fix the one we broke?
Yeah. That occurred to me.
Would I know if I could like firebolt a bit of the rot just like from a? Well, actually, I don't have that, do I? No, never mind. I'm thinking of
you're a
another
druid, you
character.
don't get fireball. Firebolt.
I was just playing my wild magic sorceress last night, so I'm still kind of in that mindset.
Roy? No firebolts for druids, unfortunately.
No.
So no, you may not firebolt it to see if it burns off.
Thunderwave, that's about all I got right now. Search for burial components. Many dangerous things here.
That's a point. But I think it's our best bet.
Even out of that.
You're searching for burial components?
Well, like bomb type stuff.
Ah!
Load bearing equipment or bosses.
You can, by all means, look for load-bearing bosses.
Obviously, that one sword. It's the only thing holding up this entire mountain is that sword stuck in the floor.
Yes, absolutely. That's what's doing it. So you can, by all means, search for bomb components. Do any of you know how to make a bomb?
Not
I
really.
had one fireball.
Follow up. Do you know how to cast fireball?
Yeah, so there is a shortfall in this method.
There is indeed. Tell you what, roll me. Yeah. Sometimes I wish there were more specialized knowledge skills. But I guess roll me Arcana. Either Arcana or Nature?
No, I can't.
So that Oak rolled a 4. Alright, so Diggeroy, you have the best idea, but even your best idea is mostly along the lines of find as many arcane components as you can, shove them together, and like hit them really hard.
there are a few specific arcane components that if you find like a stash of them, you can look for that you know are good for blowing up.
There was a room with like magical type stuff in it, right? That we already passed.
Yes, there would have been one, yes.
Those in the realm of what he was thinking of.
You can check there, yeah.
That seems like a place to start.
All right. Bauer, roll me percentile dice. All right. Nothing happens.
I don't
So you
suppose
head back
anything down here also looked like a artifact.
So there are several more of those construct bodies that are around everywhere. But
The closest thing to an artifact is probably that box that you guys just left behind.
The one with the switch, you mean?
The one with the switch and all the connectors into the rest of this place. But you continue on out as you're. One second. As you're continuing on out of the out of this area, you hear a drawl meet you from as you're coming up the stairs. Oh no, they're so big.
I don't know where
Give me
everyone
a
is.
second.
I can't see. This map is too big.
I'm trying so hard. It is a very big map. I will do my best to make smaller ones in the future. The setting kind of ballooned.
Trying to figure out where the token is.
I'm doing the ping that should bring your attention to where it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Now I do declare. Is it you who opened up that door? The other party has shown up. It looks like they just crawled through the vents.
It would open when I got there.
I see. I do see. Well, you sure did beat us to the damn door, didn't you? Can't say I like being beaten, but you did it. Now, you find any of them there bodies up ahead? We just got in here. We don't know too well.
I don't believe we did.
Type of bodies?
Shame. Our boss wants the bodies of one of them there warforged they were supposed to be making here. Looks like they're not making too many right now, but we're supposed to find the constructs that they were making here. Something they call warforged.
Wasn't there a room full of them upstairs?
It was on the other part of this factory. It was at that other staircase that you guys went down. He called us up, said that he just wanted us to bring back one of them bodies. We could find one on this island here.
If you'd like to look around.
I guess so.
This place is corrupt. Touching will bring ruin.
There is that.
Say what now? I didn't hear nothing about this here place being corrupt.
Look to Christona.
There is rotting corruption from below world. Too close. Must be buried.
Shit. And you're one of them, you're one of them under elves, aren't you?
We are the denizens of the Cristona.
All right. Where's this rock you were talking about? I'd like to go see it. Get this.
I want to insight that.
Go for it. I mean, yeah, he's like, you're talking about this place being rotted? Yeah, he wants to go see that. He's very curious.
But curious in a wants to sell it kind of way or not.
She's talking about this being corrupted. Is it actually corrupted or not?
You should probably go show him.
By all means. Save me the trouble of finding it myself. You can take him back up. As you're going by the cases, though, that the constructs are in, he points at each of them in turn and says, that there, that is what we are looking for. It's all we want here.
Well, how about you let us leave and then you can try to take him out of the glass case.
That's fair.
But let's
Do
go
any of
look at
them-
the corruption.
Do any
first.
of them have any of the rot on them?
It has a pretty distinctive smell, and you do not smell it.
Sorry.
No.
Still really doesn't like them.
All right. Well, you take them back up. Or you show them the place with the rot. They are suitably impressed by the warforged that you guys inadvertently found. And in due time, they follow you up. Their cleric goes around to the back of the podium and starts examining the rot. And their wizard goes up and starts very excitedly muttering about the box.
Is the box open or closed? We weren't able to figure that out.
You also understand what she's muttering about it?
Oh, she's muttering, probably in Elvish.
I know Elvish. Yep.
Good job.
Amazing. It looks like a proper brain.
Oh yeah, we don't want to open that up.
It's not open. There's no like
Yeah, no.
latch to open it or anything.
Yeah, no.
It's just like a cube with a switch.
Can she tell if the switch is on or off?
Do you ask her?
Yeah.
She looks at you and kind of like glares at you. It's obviously on. The factory is going. The things are moving.
Oh,
It's
we should probably
obviously
turn it off.
As long as the robot isn't touching it yet. probably
is
good
not.
to do that before it does.
It is not.
Must not let corruption touch. Bad.
So you turn off the. You reach. Do you want to turn it off?
Yes.
All right. You reach up. You squeeze past the wizard. Go. Pull the lever down on the cube. The light that has been throughout this entire place dims somewhat, is replaced by a low red light. The hum that's been present throughout this entire place since you got here vanishes. And the constructs that are in the cases all around you drop from their suspension. And they slowly and creakily rise as you lift the box from the podium.
I didn't say anything about lifting the box from the podium.
Okay, my bad. If you wanted to, it is of a liftable size. And they begin on the tubes, on the cases that are holding them.
And it's a brain in a box.
To go.
Yeah.
It is a brain in the box.
We do probably want to move it at least
Taking the brain
further
in the
away
box.
from... Yeah. Bit away from that rot.
Does the brat do anything to brains? Do you know of?
It's not a literal brain. It is a highly advanced construct that is somehow controlling this entire facility. It looks like, anyways.
Right, so when the rat comes to a living thing, what happens?
Unnatural.
It looks
Right,
like
Well,
let's
it
get
kills
throwing-
things. It kills things, for one.
Death.
I'm more
Unnatural
worried about
death.
the things it doesn't kill. Worried about the other things it might do to him. But you know what? Let's not find out. I'll grab the box and start to leave.
All right. So, as you are leaving, you dash out of the door of this room, and you hear the cases behind you shatter under the pounding, and you hear the cases in the room ahead of you also shatter.
Oh fuck.
And you hear the clunk of metallic feet stepping, creaking out onto the floor for the first time in a very long time. And that is where we will end for this evening.
Fuck.
All right.
Got like one spell and one more use of something that will probably do nothing against constructs. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it ought to be good. I look forward to seeing what you guys do.
Answer is try not to die.
Should see what happens if we flip the switch back on with the brain outside of the thing.
That's a laugh.
Good. Honestly, I haven't thought about what would happen if you did that. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to find out.
Don't give him ideas.
Hey, he's the one who asked the question. He had the idea. I'm just trying to think
That's
of
what
some
I'm saying.
sort of
Don't
response.
give you ideas.
All right. Alrighty. So. I know I was going to say something, but it just totally flew out of my mind. Yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed this session.
And we got some Final Fantasy.
I very much enjoyed this session.
Sorry?
I very much enjoyed this session.
Yep.
I am glad. Yeah, I wanted. Well, okay, for one, this is. I hope you put it together by now. This is a Warforged factory.
Oh yeah.
The factory fitting. And two, I wanted. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep up the theme, but like this is very much somewhere out of another age, and I wanted some manner of distinct like visual theme for that.
Gotta jump up to the 32-bit.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like the idea of just having like retro video game aesthetic for like anywhere that's pre-Cataclysm. I'm gonna try and run with that for as long as I can, just sticking with 16 and even just Final Fantasy VI maps. But yeah, we'll see how long I can make that last. Yeah, we've got some stuff going in this. I like it. I promise there will be. Well, assuming you guys make it out of here next session, I promise there will be more actual human beings that you can talk to, even.
What are these human beings you speak of? I see a dwarf and an elf. Speaking of which, I blame the dwarf for that terrible room with the hallway that just winded back around on itself. Fucking dwarves.
It was absolutely either a dwarvish or a gnomish thing. Yes.
Dwarven minds always getting lost or getting like overrun by monsters or having fucking terrible Winchester Mansion type doors and hallways.
In the meta sense of things, I blame Dungeon for weird dungeon generation stuff.
That's right.
But
Yeah, Dungeon does not reliably give good dungeons.
yeah,
They're too random.
yeah. Well, I shut off a bunch of the worst stuff in them, like all of the dead end generation and shit.
Like, why? Why do they do this?
Well, yeah, why would you intentionally put dead ends in? Like, fuck.
I mean, it's good. Excuse me. It's good if it's supposed to be a maze.
Yeah.
I always found a lot of those automated tools like that good for like the initial layout, and then going in and then fine tuning it by hand.
Yeah. Well, last week I was getting off. I had to go to Montreal last week on Monday, so I actually ran last week's session from a hotel room. And that's why I had my laptop instead of like proper microphone and shit. But like I ended up there were some airport shenanigans, and I ended up not having time to make a proper fucking dungeon. And so,
I realize that might be me on Labor Day weekend because I'm probably gonna be on the drive back from Dragon Con with the band, just in the backseat, got on Discord on my phone. It's a long drive. Such a long drive.
well, Dragon Con always sounds fun.
Yep, but it's like almost 700 miles.
Was that Atlanta?
Atlanta.
That's flying distance for me.
Yeah, I normally fly, but this time
Same.
I'm just like, might as well go with the band.
Well, if you're bringing band equipment, you don't want to fly anyway.
Hmm.
Well, you guys are full vocal, right? How much equipment do you bring?
Well, ukuleles, but
Oh,
also merch. It's mostly merch.
Oh, true. That makes sense.
Need more excuse to use the D6s.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I think Bauer's got a nomination this time.
Ah, yes, that is true. Bauer, who would you like to nominate?
I'll go with Cristona.
All right.
Go.
Congratulations.
Who?
You.
No, you.
What?
You.
What are we talking about?
Why are we yelling?
Because
I
it's
don't
fun.
know.
What the fuck is happening? Yay. For the rot.
For the rot.
For the horde.
Yeah. God. No, I can't be mad at you guys about this yet. You haven't finished the dungeon yet. I'll tell you a fun story when you're done the dungeon.
What about all the stuff we just skipped over?
Maybe. Maybe.
All the slash fix the writing.
Yes. That's what. I'm mad
This is
because I
just a-
didn't get to unload my.
This isn't
I
a
didn't get to
Warforged.
unload my cultist Chan slash fiction on you guys.
This isn't a Warforged factory. It's a smut factory. Just great. That staff with the book. It's just full of lemons.
Arcane lemons.
Arcane Lemons is the name of my new rock band.
All right. Oh, good time this week, guys. Good times. All right. Go get your old asses to sleep. I will see you all next week
Later.
for the continuation of Warforged doing Warforged things.
Of Warforges and smut.
As
Sure.
Warforged turns.
Thank you.
All right.
As the box
Bye,
brain
guys.
turns. Later.
Later.
Good night.